puzzle complex. Trading daily, keeping us perplexed. Riding waves like future specs. Gotta calm down, no pretext. Market moves got me feeling wild. Swinging harder than a rocket child. Picking up odds like a trader out. Playing profits ain't reviled. Shares in a flash, high hopes in a mighty dash. Stock ticks and it starts to crash, while it's thinner than a broken glass. Market moves got me feeling wild, swinging harder than a rocket child. Charts like a puzzle complex. Trading daily, keeping us perplexed. Riding waves like future specs. Gotta calm down, no pretext. Market moves got me feeling wild. Swinging harder than a rocket child. Picking up odds like a trader out. Playing profits ain't reviled. Shares in a flash, high hopes in a mighty dash. Stock ticks and it starts to crash, while it's thinner than a broken glass. Market moves got me feeling wild, swinging harder than a rocket child. Picking up odds like a trader out. Playing profits ain't reviled.
Hey guys, how are you? How are you? How are you? Let me put my screen on the stage. Good morning, good evening. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to put myself this way because you can see the screen better this way. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Somebody give me a sound check. Let me know if you guys hear me okay. If everything is good, let me know in. Lan, how are you? Good evening, good evening, good evening. Big night in the after session today. We had Microsoft and Meta release earnings, beat both. You can literally see that, NASDAQ right now trading up. As a matter of fact, we got a possible trade here in NASDAQ. 41 seconds left. We're going to take this trade. Let me just reset this. Let's do this. We're going to take this trade now, as we always do. And let me get bigger on this too. So the idea is, we have the green dot here, positive trend. If the candle stays green, and as a matter of fact, one of the cool things we can do here, I totally forgot, is we can actually put our candle close button here and press the buy button. And if the trade stays positive, which it does, it stays the candle. So we now have two trades that are in the money. I mean, that are live now. Sorry. So I just want to organize myself as far as stops and targets here. Stop is pretty good, but this target and the other target need to be like aligned. So let's just make this around a 10. Okay, so these are pretty aligned targets, pretty much aligned stops. Let's see if we can get this move out. We got about what? 4 or 5 points, 3-4 points in the money here. The targets are 23.24 on NASDAQ. So if it gets up to 24, we should be able to scalp out this position a little bit. 8.9 second, 8.9, 8.47. You know what we're gonna do? Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see. All right, you know what? I'm going to close it out. Close all. Okay. Really cool thing about the trading scalper thing that I have is I can do whatever I want with MT4. See how nice and clean that was? We took out a nice big scalp that was about like $40 in less than 40 seconds. First opening trade, very much in sync with what we want to do, which is trade in the direction of the trend whenever given a choice, given a chance, given a choice, given a chance. Good morning, everybody. Good evening, everybody. I know you guys are coming in. We just already made the first scalp of the day. Here it is. Here's the history. Actually, you know what? Let's do it for today. Just going to do custom period. I just want to do, where's my thing? Oh, shit. Tell me that hang on a second. Wait, where's this? Please tell me. I hate this about MT5. Hang on, guys. Hang on. I got to go find this thing. Where is it hanging? It's somewhere here. I can't move this now. Where is it? Oh, man. This is the problem with MT5. Now I can't find this thing. All right, everybody's gonna have to just wait because now my MT5 is frozen because I can't find the. It's in a pop-up mode somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna have to Control Alt Delete. Sorry, guys. This is always a problem. You guys are just gonna have to Task Manager. Whoa. MetaTrader client. End task. Come on. Okay, sorry. It's going to go dark for a second. We're going to have to restart MetaTrader. Everybody just chill out with me. Sorry. This is so annoying. Okay. We're going to restart MetaTrader, and I'm going to try to share it with you again. Bear with me a second here. Okay. All right, present, share screen, window, this window, share. Okay, cool. We're back up in business. All right, we're not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to show you my history. You're going to have to just simply trust, because the problem is with MetaTrader, it has all these little hidden windows popping up. And if I'm running like from a single screen, it just creates a nightmare. I can't find the window, and it freezes the whole platform. So we're just going to trade as is. Now we're going to have to reset all of our sizing. So, all right. So the main thing is I want to tell you is that gold is down big time. As a matter of fact, gold is a sell. Let's sell this gold right now. Gold is a sell. We have a sell signal in gold right now. See this red button, this red dot? That's a sell for us. Gold is absolutely negative trend. It's well below the moving average. We're short gold right now. Now we just got to simply put the proper stops and targets. I'm going to put 5 and 5. Just get ourselves organized, and then we'll modify them as we go. So that's probably going to be a 3 stop and a 1 target. 3 and a 1. Let's just do 1. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Let's see if gold can push a little bit further. This wasn't a perfect trade because we should have been in this trade a little bit earlier, but it's still a pretty good price. And it's definitely, we moved from the green dot to the red dot, meaning that supply came back online. Gold is definitely a negative sell here. Gold is negative sell because the positive data in, not an overnight for some of you guys, but positive data at the close in New York today is very bearish Fed, meaning that the Fed is just not going to, if companies are doing well, there's zero reason for the Fed to need to cut rates. That's obviously hurting gold because gold is a no yield instrument. So if the Fed isn't going to cut rates, that's going to hurt gold. And you see gold liquidating. Gold had a hard time at 33.50 anyways. Now we're below 3,300. And I have a feeling we're probably going to go to 32.50 at least, maybe even 3,200 in this corrective mode. Long-term gold is still obviously a very, very good trade. But in the short term, it just simply sets ourselves up for a corrective mode, right? Almost hit target, just simply, there we go. Target is hit, second trade of the day. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you history. I'm not going to show you today's history. I'm just going to trust me that these are all winning trades over here from today. Basically from over here, this was me screwing around on sizing. So every trade from this little red marker is the real trades we've done, which means we're like up about 80, 90 bucks already in the first 20, 30, no, in the first 10 minutes of trade as we're starting to trade. So hopefully that works out well for you guys. Let me see what else you guys are doing here. Where are you? Okay. Hey, Kyle, how are you? Khalil, is it Khalil? Khalil mode. How are you? Good morning. Good morning, good evening. Somebody who's new, say hi to me. We are scalping the Asia session. The primary instruments we trade, gold, NASDAQ, US 30. Just made money in NASDAQ, just made money in gold. And we'll take a look at US 30 here, see what it's doing. Okay, so one of the things that we talked about, sorry, I gotta sneeze. Back to allergy season. Sorry, guys. Massive amount of pollen in New York right now, so it's really killing me. Okay. Oh God. Sorry. Hey, Graham. How are you? Say hi to me. Tell me where you guys are from. Tell me if it's nighttime or daytime for you guys. What are you doing? What do you want to trade? Let me know what you want to do. I'm going to teach you what we do in New York in the New York session. We've been doing this in Asia really, really well. We're just simply scalping flow. The green dots is positive flow, red dots are negative flow. Obviously, if the moving averages are above, we're in an uptrend. So we're only looking for positive flow as much as possible. So in this particular case, we're looking here. This is a good example here. We got the US 30, right? And we have a green candle here and a green dot. The green dot disappeared, so we have no trade. But if the green dot appears, like right here, it's barely appearing. And this candle gets close to its closing price, we're going to take a probative position in US 30. Although it's really, it seems to be just doing nothing right now. So whenever we switch from red to green within an uptrend, we're always looking for a possible buy signal. That's the signal to us that the buyers are back, and we're looking for a position. This is honestly a very, very weak signal, but we're not gonna ignore it completely. We're gonna take one position, single position in this, and we're gonna put this. The stop is probably actually pretty proper. Put a take profit probably at just 10. Let's just see if we can get a short target out there on the move here. Let's see what it wants to do. Trying to like center this on the charts. What's my target on this? It's a 96. So it was almost there. With like 94 for a second. So we need to see 96 on US 30. Let's see what it wants to do. That actually means probably 98 on the offer because we've got to make the spread. Oh, sorry, guys. Man. Sydney Oss. Very nice. How are you? I love Sydney. 96 on the offer. We need to see 98. We're done. And we're done for another 10 points. Very, very clean. Oh, look at this. We broke the 101s. I think I started this with you guys. We started this in beginning of the month. I was at an even 100 on this account. So broke 1,000 on just very, very little work here, right? Actually, honestly, most of this P&L. Well, no, that's not true. We did some P&L here, like before I went away on vacation, and then we came back after the vacation. We did a little bit more. But anyways, it's good. The system that I'm showing you, the very short-term scalping system, is actually excellent for these short-range Asia sessions, but really, really good in these Asia sessions when we have news in New York. Positive news, by its very nature, is going to drive forward momentum, right? It's going to drive forward price. I talked this morning in New York about the fact that there's enormous amount of academic literature about how just about the only thing that works across every stock, every commodity, every time frame, every market, meaning European market, Australian market, Japanese market, US market, is something called momentum. The idea basically is that if something is doing well, the probability it's going to do well in the very near future, very high. So there's a million different studies on that format. One study is, at the beginning of the year, you buy the strongest stocks, sell the weakest stocks, right? So positive momentum, negative momentum tends to really work much better than the market return. Always tends to outperform essentially the basic market response. So there was a paper that I was reading today. It was really interesting. I talked about this in the New York session, where they were just simply trading the 5 moving average against the 30 moving average, and they were picking out stocks. They were using sort of a much more sophisticated academic approach called risk-adjusted variance, where it's basically like there's a risk-free rate of return, and is the stock that you're picking actually producing in excess of the risk-free rate of return given its volatility? Just sort of, this isn't the right mathematics to explain it, but the basic idea is, let's say the stock has a 1% up and down movement every single day, but it actually, so the variance is like 0.08 or 0.18, like 18 basis points up and down on variance, but it actually produces like 34 basis points, like 1/3% of actual return per day. So it's producing in excess of its volatility. That's a positive stock. That's what they did. They basically picked out all the positive stocks. Microsoft was actually one of the stocks in the basket. And they tested it and they said, okay, we want only positive stocks. We want only the stocks to be above 5 and above 30. We want the 5 and the 5 to be above 30. So everything has to line up, pure momentum. What's the result if we just simply do that versus the pure market average? And the result was that they were producing, I forgot the actual rate of return, but it was well in excess of what the market produced at half the risk, which is really fascinating. It wasn't just that it produced better rate of return, but it produced half the risk. Let me see if I could find it actually in my in Claude, and I can summarize it for you. Hang on a second. Where is this? Claude. What was the rate of return? Sorry, I'm just looking this up. Let me ask Claude just to see. Why can't I ask it? Oops, sorry, just one sec, guys. Okay, here we go. What was the return? I just want to tell you on this strategy. I'm just doing it off screen because I can't share the screen with you guys on this. Let's see if it responds to me. Okay, so that was it. So no profit taking. The return was 22.8% per year with a 30% drawdown. S&P was 8% per year. So literally like a smaller drawdown in the S&P and like twice the return. If they did profit taking in this strategy, it was 12% return with just 17% drawdown. And the S&P had like a much higher drawdown. So it's really interesting. So I bring all this up because this is a cousin. This is a cousin of all momentum strategy. Like the reason why this works is because this is the foundational idea in finance, and we're just simply adopting it on a minute by minute basis. It's not complicated, but it's very, very effective. So if you think about these as momentum dots, or however you want to look at it, that's what we do. So we're just looking for momentum places. What I do is I keep myself much more controlled in the sense that I take only the first switch from green to red, from red to green. The first momentum dot is the one I take. You could chase them, further. You can buy more and more and more. But I don't like to. The reason why I don't like to do that is because obviously you're going to hit a momentum dot that's going to just turn around, right? You're going to buy the top. You're going to sell the bottom. And I like to just trade high probability setups. So I'll just simply keep myself at one trade per switch of the flip, and that limits my insanity in some ways, and it also keeps us from just over trading. It's basically really just designed my own methodology to keep myself from over trading. But there are plenty of people who will take the indicator and trade it continuously. So everything here you're seeing, the indicator, the execution applet, the full setup, all of my stuff, everything that we do is, I just want to put this on here, let you guys know, all of it 100% free to you if you open up an account with my broker, ACAP. So this is like $5,000, $6,000 worth of stuff that we charge for within my room. You get access to my room, my coaching, everything you want. It costs you nothing. You know, if you already have an account, just transfer the account to ACAP. If you don't have an account, open an account with ACAP. If you have an account with ACAP, just top off your account. I'm going to give you all of it, and you can become a member of our trading. You can learn how to trade with me. You can have all the tools. The key thing is obviously having the tools, because if you don't have the tools, you might as well just not bother trading. I went on this riff. It was really, really funny, actually. Okay, here's something what I want to show you. Let me stop my pitch here. You guys get the pitch. You get everything here for free. That's my pitch. Go back to charting. The link is up there for ACAP if you want to open the account. Once you do that, email me. I'll set you up. But what I wanted to show you is, so we have a red to green transfer in gold, right? So gold is downtrend, is negative trend. In the olden days, because I'm an inveterate bottom fisher, top hunter, really, really bad habit, like probably the most expensive habit I have. I used to always go, oh, let's go buy this. It's a turn. Let's go buy this. It's truly the stupidest thing in the world. So another way to kind of temper my own worst instincts, and a way that has really, really improved the accuracy of my scalping, is if I am against trend, and in this case, if I'm buying, I'm against trend. Trend is negative. The short term is against the long term, right? Everybody sees this. It's very, very clear. I'm against trend. I shouldn't even fucking be trading this, right? But if I am going to trade this, I need to see 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 green dots in a row to give me a modicum of confidence that this is actually a buying wave, that there are buyers in gold. Even with all this, I'm still very, very skeptical on gold today, because I think gold is just going to be heavy all day long. Maybe it found a little bit of a bounce. Gold generally, of course, tends to be a very positive trade in Asia. Asians love to buy gold, or Asian session traders love to buy gold. So there is some reasonable idea that you might want to get long this thing. But even if we're going to get long this thing, we're going to get long this thing at half the size, just because I have zero vibe that this is a positive trade today. It's much more likely that we get continuity in equities to the upside, given the fact that that we had such positive news out of the U.S. results. We'll see if the kumbaya lasts. But what's interesting, what's really, really fascinating, is that every single Wall Street analyst, every single economist, every conventional wisdom idiot is 1,000,000%, 1,000,000,000%, 1,000,000,000% convinced that we're going into the greatest recession since the Great Depression. The last time they were that certain was 2022, when literally Bloomberg used to have headlines: 100% chance U.S. goes into a recession. And I think they're about as right now as they were right then. It's amazing at how just badly professionals can forecast the U.S. economy. And most importantly, it's really, really bad. If you are parroting what everybody else is saying on TV, you're almost undoubtedly wrong. So despite the fact, yes, that we have a tariff tantrum, despite the fact that everybody's screaming there's nothing on the shelves, blah, 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 so on and so forth, it's completely unclear that this is a terminal level event to the U.S. economy right now. And all evidence in the near term kind of is surprising to the upside. So there's a huge possibility here that we get a squeeze of all squeezes, as everybody who's short suddenly realizes, oh shit, this is not 1932. So we'll see. The good thing about the way we trade is we don't have to have an opinion on the macro. We just simply trade the intraday flow. And what's happening right now is intraday flow is positive. That's it. That's all we need to know is that intraday flow is positive, right? You see gold. Gold didn't give me three green dots. It only gave me 2 green dots, and now it's starting to give me another red dot, which is, if it goes red, we'll sell it again. But so far it kind of disappeared. So gold seems to be sort of stabilizing a little bit right here. No signals either way. And we'll just simply watch it. Gold is sort of like the, sorry guys, hang on just 1 second. I'm coming out. My glasses are all foggy. I gotta clean my glasses. Gold seems to be like an interesting possibility trade right now in the Asia Open. Asia Open is 8 o'clock in the evening, New York. Obviously 8 o'clock in the morning, Tokyo, Singapore, where all the Asian events are coming in. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, I get a green dot in gold, I will go. This is a 3rd green dot. It's a relatively reasonable chance that maybe we've got it bottomed out here for the near term. Remember, I said Asia always loves to buy gold. $1.14 on the clock. You can see it over here, 109, 107. So it's still early. This candle needs to close at 2 minutes. So it's quite a long time from here to there. At around 30 seconds to 0, T minus 30, we'll take a probative position in gold. Matter of fact, hang on a second. Let me just organize myself here. We're going to take 0.1 size, and then this one will be like 0.2 size if I need. And by the way, you notice that what I'm doing as far as the sizing, I'm taking very, very small trades for a couple of reasons. One, because it's really good to trade small so you don't lose your, here we go, let's get in here. So I'm going to go buy this right now because, so I took a probative trade in gold. Let me explain to you how I trade. So we got 18 seconds left to the candle close. If the candle closes with this green dot, we'll add to the position. We're always want to try to add to the position if we have any kind of a signal that we're kind of right. So 3, 4, 2 seconds, still green, we're going to buy. So now we're long 2 positions. Now we're going to just simply adjust our stops and targets. We're way out of bounds here. So stop is going to be like 10. Target will be like, let's just make it, where are we at? We came in at, what do we buy? 76. So let's put 2. And let me do the other one. Stop loss 10. I'm just putting stop losses wide right now, and then I'll adjust them. I just want to see how I'm positioned myself. Okay, so I probably need to be at around 78. So let's put the take profit actually at 1.3, and we'll put the stop loss. Gotta really have to put the stop loss underneath here at 68, which is like we came in at 76. It's about 8. Gotta put this around 8. I don't have a choice. Gotta give myself a little room. And we'll see now. We'll see if this can survive it. And if it doesn't survive it, remember, this is the reason why we're small, because if we get clipped out of this trade, it's just only going to be $30, $40, $50 worth of losses. Not a big deal for us. 1.3. All right, let's see how this goes. And as I said, I think gold is a sell, not a buy. It's really, really, it's really under a lot of pressure. Like, probably I shouldn't have taken the double position in gold. I'm showing you more technique than I am having a lot of confidence in this particular trade setup. What are we doing over here? Still climbing up on US 30. Okay, NASDAQ showing me the first red dot. Now remember, this is positive trend, so I have zero interest in shorting this one. If I get 3 red dots, maybe that's a corrective move in NASDAQ. I won't hold my breath. Gold, though, however, really, really fucking me royally right now, as it should, because I should have never been long this trade. I told you I didn't like gold to the long side, but I kind of talked myself into it because it's bouncing back. Let's see if the buyers actually buy this dip. I don't think so. I think they're gonna take gold really, really hard to the downside. I don't love this trade. I'm going to give it one more candle. If this stops me out, I'm going to reverse and go the other way because I'm very, very confident that gold is going to go further down. The name of the indicator is proprietary. It's my own indicator. We call it. You know, I don't. It's on the trading view, which is proprietary also to my room, and it's only available, you know, if you come and join us. We call it BFF. On MetaTrader, I just call it dots. Oh man, this is really fucking me royally. You see how? Yeah, I'm totally wrong. I'm just going to close all my positions. And I'm going to go the other way. Reset. I'm going the other way. Okay, come on, close it out, There we go. You know, I need again. I'm talking to you. I'm telling you exactly, you know, what I should be doing, and I did the wrong thing. It happens all the time. See how gold just fucking breaks all the way to the downside. I should have gone larger the other way. So one of the reasons why you see me trading small on the initial trade is so that if I'm wrong, I can get larger in my position and recover a lot of my losses. Right? I could just, I recovered like about half my losses on this one trade without ever really triggering any kind of margin issues. I mean, this is a $100,000 account. I'm trading 0.10 lots. I'm trading, you know, $10, $20 trades. But you'll be amazed at how it adds up. It adds up without having a drawdown. That's the key thing to the way I like to trade. Fuck, I should have really, really shorted the shit out of this thing. All right, whatever. Generally, you know, I think I'm going to make this. I'm going to make this rule in Asia because in Asia, especially in Asia, counter trend trading is a sucker game, period. But in Asia, it's a really, really stupid trade, especially post event. So like what that means is I'm not gonna short the indices. I'm gonna stay long this. So here's another good example. We got a green dot in NASDAQ. We got 38 seconds left here. Let me see. Hang on. I got to get myself into proper sizing. Green dot holds. So let's go. We're going to get long this thing. Buy. And if the green dot holds on the close of the candle, we'll get a little longer. 12 seconds left. Specifically long NASDAQ because NASDAQ is the index that benefits the most from the overnight news because, okay, long this. So now I'm just kind of double. The idea is that I should be double long when it's confirming my signal and half as large when, you know, when it's not. Now I got to just simply, God damn it, I can't get myself. 10. I'm just tightening up my take profits here. All right. Okay. And staying underneath here. Now, you know, NASDAQ has had a big run. It may be corrective. It's fine. If this stops me out, there'll be the next green signal that I'm going to get even larger in, and I'm going to get, you know, convert. But I think maybe, you know, we still have a little bit more juice here in NAS to convert this out. How do I? God, man, I really fucking hate MetaTrader. I haven't traded in so long. I'm trying to figure out how to. I want to make this. If I drag this down, it just seems so tight. How do I? I'm trying to get the candles to be more visible, but bring this whole thing down. You know, like, why can't I get this correctly done? I can't do this. Let me see if I can do this big. Okay, maybe we can do this. Okay, at least you can see it a little bit on a bigger scale. It's brutal. After trading TradingView, it's just brutal trading MetaTrader graphics. They're just so fucking horrible. But MetaTrader execution is so much better because I can change anything in a click of an eye. I can hit this close all button and everything will take profit super fast. So you trade off one versus the other. It's not pretty, but you win ugly in MetaTrader. I'm trading the 2-minute time frame. You can see it right over here. See, it's a 2-minute time frame. I'm on a 2-minute time frame right over here. So TP here is around 39, 37. Let's see if we can get like 10-point movement on the price action here. Where's my gold? Gold really, really dumped. Look at gold. Did I not tell you it was going to be 2,500? I really should have just simply stayed to my bias, but that's fine. Like the beautiful thing about scalping is another day, another dollar. The technique is what you really, really want to master. And on any given trade, there's going to be 1,000 regrets and fuck ups. I do this all the time. But I hope you guys like the technique. The technique itself is really, really robust. Should have shorted the living shit out of this thing. But, it happens all the time. I'm right on direction, wrong in execution. Equities a little quiet, not much really going on over here. Trying to see if Asia wants to take them a little higher. 37, 39 is my targets in NASDAQ. Let's see if NASDAQ wants to rally a little bit here. What time is it? It's 8:30. I should be, if there's buyers, hopefully they'll come in. But it was very interesting. The U.S. session closed today because I think it took a lot of people by surprise. Nobody really expected Microsoft and Meta to blow. Meta especially, which is a advertising-based, consumer-based business, and they still blew out the numbers, which just shows you that U.S. businesses are not, as hurting as bad as everybody thinks they are, which is really, really interesting. Who else is new in the room here? Where are you guys coming from? Give me the most exotic place in the world. Oh, we're done. We're done. See how easy that was? So that was nice. That was like a 30, 40 trade. Could have been bigger, but, the idea is not to be greedy. The idea is to be consistent. So, aside from the fuck up on going contra trend on gold, every trend trade today just blew it out, right? Hit every trend trade. The NASDAQ trade, the gold trade, the US 30 trade could have been even larger. From where the fuck is that? From particularly, Paul, where is that? What the hell is this? Are you just screwing around with me? Or is that a real name? Paul tells me he's from here. I don't know what is that? Is it an island? It's an island in New Zealand. All right. I think you win, Paul. You definitely win for the most obscure name in the world. How's the internet there, man? I guess pretty good because you're able to see me and you're able to talk to me. So I guess even in the most, is it remote? Are you like, way the fuck out there? Like how far are you from Christchurch? Or is that is that even like on the other side of the island? I know nothing about New Zealand. Wow. Oh, you did? Oh, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Nice. Yeah, she's doing great. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Wrong island. You're talking to a New Yorker. North Island, South Island. To me, all I know is that you're so far away that you're like Australia is far away, but you are so far away that even Australia is considered to be far away. But I guess you're getting good internet, so that's great. Wow, my friend, that's serious business. Wow. All right. Anybody from a less exotic place than Paul? Perhaps a little closer to global civilization. Anybody from India here? Actually, I'm curious. Do we have Indian traders here? You know what I want to do? Let me ask you this, because we don't do too many polls in Asia. Let me see. Here's what I want to do. I'm going to do a poll here. I just want to ask a simple question. Do you scalp, which is what I do, very, very short-term trading, day trade, or swing trade? I'm just curious who does what here. Answer my question. I'm putting the poll up right now into the room. Let me know what kind of trading you guys do, because I'm curious. Oh my God, 2:30 a.m. Don line. Oh, you're a member, Don, right? E-commerce. Holy cow, you're a committed degenerate. If you're up at 2:30 in the morning, you're truly committed. Anyways, the key thing in today's session was how easy it is to trade trend, how stupid it is to trade counter trend, especially in Asia, especially against an asset where it's going to fall. I mean, gold's had just this was so obvious, right? I couldn't have gotten larger if I tried. I should have gotten larger still. Now it's a little frustrating because, my personal technique says just this one trade here, no more. But you could have piled into this trade, for 3 or 4 trades for probably $300-400 on very, very small sizes on this trade. Now we have to just simply wait and see what it does next. I mean, 250 is definitely a key support level. We're probably going to bounce back here, but it's not out of the realm possibility that gold could just take out a lot of buyers. Remember, everybody plotted to gold. Everybody got super bullish. Everybody at 3,500 was like, "Oh, we're going to 5,000." Yes, eventually we're going to 5,000, but not before we stop you out. So this liquidation here is very, very emblematic of a bull market liquidation where it's just super fast, and everybody who got in late is going to just simply start puking it up. So I don't think it's out of the realm possibility that we could see 3,200. And I don't think it's out of the realm possibility that we could see 3,000, at which point you're going to see every conventional idiotic thread on Twitter saying, "Oh, gold is done. Gold is no longer a trade, blah, blah, blah. It's in a bear market," at which point it's going to be an awesome buy for, push higher. I still think, gold, for a whole bunch of reasons, has a chance to maybe go 4,000 or 5,000. We're not quite done with this rally. But it'll have lots of step backs before it re-rallies. And as I said, for us, we just need to find the small opportunities, take advantage of that. We are just counter punching and trying to get in just a quick hit and get in and get out. That's the way I trade. Of course, there are a lot of guys who use my indicator trading it, completely longer term. Because, for example, you could see that it's giving you sell signals all the way from here. You could have held. I actually got an email today from a member of the group today. It's a really, really, really nice email, and he was basically saying to me, "Listen, I love the way you trade, but I was trying to follow you, and I couldn't do it, and I was screwing up." And I always keep saying to everybody in New York, don't trade the way I do. Just simply use my tools to trade the way you should. So what he did is he obviously has a lot more patience, has a lot more kind of easier approach. He basically, I just want to make sure that I'm not here. Hold on a second. Sorry. I just want to make sure that I'm getting the feed here correctly. Okay. Just looking at my YouTube feed. He said, I'm gonna take much longer positions where I'm gonna get into one single trade and then just trail it down. And he started doing that, and he just started killing it. He basically made all the money back and then some on the gold positions by trailing all his stops. So you could easily trail instead of just doing quick counter punches, or you could do what I do if you're sort of a short-term, no patience type of trader. We do have tiny possibility here of a counter trend trade in NASDAQ. Two red dots. We need 3 red dots to kind of force a little bit of a trade here. Is this a decent reversal trade? Maybe. It's actually, like, right now, neither, because I think we're kind of pretty overbought. You see the short term is really, really far away from the long term. That the spread between the moving average is so wide that it needs to compress a little bit. So I'm not really a lover of taking this long signal here. So I'm probably not. I'm going to pass up on it. We'll kind of watch it a little bit more, but generally, it's still very much a long-term trade. But we are clearly so overbought. We've had so much buying over here post news that I wouldn't be surprised if we start printing a couple of red dots here and do a little bit of a corrective mode. NASDAQ is having this the big thing with NASDAQ. This is cash, but on the future side, we're close. Let me see what the futures are trading. Yeah, futures are only 70 points away from the 2,000 mark, and it kind of does feel like they want to run it to the 2,000 mark. And I think there it's really going to encounter. Excuse me, not 2,000, 20,000 mark. There it's really going to encounter a lot more meaningful resistance, because that's kind of double top territory on the future side. All right, maybe we'll just take a tiny little piece on NASDAQ here. If it stays green down, we're not going to add to the position. We're just going to take a single entry position here just for a little bit, for shits and giggles, just to see if there's any more juice here. But if there isn't, we're going to reverse ourselves out, because that would be a good signal for us that it's kind of done. All right, 3, 2, 1. We're in at 21s. 31 is the target. Let's see. Oh, we lost the signal. Look at that. We lost the dot on the close. So I'm actually going to get out of this. Get out. Because it didn't confirm. You see, the dot wasn't even there. So there's no point in trying to get long, because there was no green dot. We didn't end on the highs. We're actually printing a red dot, which tells me that this is probably going to be an okay. Let's see how it goes. But if this candle prints red, it's pretty much an exhaustive candle, and we're going to get a chance for a short. Let's see. Quiet both ways. So everybody who's trading with me, just let you guys know, I am with you Tuesdays, Wednesdays. Now I'm committed to trading Tuesdays, Wednesdays, 7:45 New York to about 9 o'clock New York, 8:45 New York, whatever. Every week that we're here, that I'm at the desk, and there's not a holiday. So you're going to be able to see this technique over and over and over again. It's going to make it a lot easier. Matter of fact, what I think I'm going to do is I'm probably going to simplify this indicator for you guys. I created a very, very simplified version of this in TradingView for myself. I think I'm going to do like a sort of a very, very simplified version of this. This one allows you to kind of do two exits, trail your stops, do all the kind of stuff that if you want to be very sophisticated about it, you can do it. But I'm going to make a more clean, a simpler one for myself. So here I go. I'm going to go short here. I'm going to get short here, and I'm going to get short if this thing stays red. Reset. Is it red? Yeah, that it stays red. Three red dots. I'm short here. Double up on the position. I'm just doubled up on the position. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a target here. Maybe I'll put like a 6 target just to get a short target out of this thing, and on this one too. Again, I'm trading against trend, but I got three red dots. Let's see if it kind of works. and I need to go figure out next week before I have a session with you guys. I got to figure out how to make these charts look better or cleaner. Because I can't, like, I really want you, I want to show you how they, the candles, but I'm having a hard time just fully displaying all of this. Because you see how like it flattens itself out, and I don't know how to chart shift, scroll. I'm trying to figure out how to compress all of this chart flow so it's a little easier to see. If anybody has any ideas, if anybody's an MT5 Pro, let me know. I think I know what the problem is, actually, because because the price action is so high, it's actually lifting like I can't, it's the x-axis is just how do I do this? All right, I'm going to figure this out offline in terms of getting the x-axis and everything else organized. Meantime, we're just sort of very, very quiet. Not much going on here. Just trading the bad trade, trading the counter trend trade, just to see if we get any kind of a reversal. And I may just simply get myself blown out of this position. And if I do, it'll be a good lesson for everybody to not counter trend trade. But we'll see. Try refreshing. Refreshing what? No, this is not trading view. This is freaking MetaTrader. I'm trying to get this whole chart price thing, wider so you guys can actually see the candles better. Chart shift. What the hell is chart shift? Oh, scale fix, scale points. Or maybe like this? No. Huh. Well, it's a little more visible, but you get the idea. All right, we're crawling. Not much is really going on over here. Market's very, very quiet. You can see this candle over here kind of flamed out. We had a little bit of a corrective move, but it looks like we're just the buyer's still very strong. As I said, positive news. Right click, properties, scale, fix. Okay, right click, properties, scale, fix 1-to-1. Oh no, scale fix. Okay. Oh, what did I just do? Oh, I screwed this up. Now like this. Oh, fixed maximum 209. No, it should be like where are we? 19,800 to 19,900. Now, I'm screwing this up, guys. Sorry. Let me just go back to non-scale fix. Say okay, so at least you can see the charts. Once again, the counter trend trades just not working. Only the trend trades are working. The trend trades are really. I'm just not going to do counter trend trades. I want to do trades with you guys, so like I force some trades with you guys just to show you techniques. But honestly, the really intelligent thing to do is just try to do trend trades in Asia and not force idiotics. Because this, if I had just taken the trend trade, it would have been fine. Now it's touch and go. If we test the highs, I get blown out. I'm gonna have to regroup and redo this positioning. Let's see if it, if there's enough exhaustion here for NASDAQ to come down a little bit. How's our friend gold doing? Gold is still showing us a sell signal here. Minute to go. Sell signal should have been like right here at this point. I'm a little bit late on it, and it kind of tested its take profit. If it comes back up and does a massive reversal, that's fine. I can't really complain because this was a very, very late sell signal after a big move down, but that's fine. I started out trading really well, and now I got myself with the counter trend, late trend, all the bad habits of Asia. Let's see if I can work my way out of it. Had I been short gold here, which this is the red, green to red, that would have been a sell signal. It actually would have gone fully to take profit, but I came in a little bit late because I was just focusing on the reversal trades in NASDAQ, which are not working clearly. How's the Dow doing? Dow is sort of very quiet. What's NASDAQ doing? NASDAQ is propping itself up a little bit here. Yeah, it's opening up another run. All right. Well, the only thing that's proving me right is my short gold, which is proving me right. And again, every trend trade working, every counter trend trade, killing me. So the one lesson take away from today is do as Boris says, not as Boris does. Don't counter trend. Good friends don't let their friends counter trend trade, right? What is it like in America? It's like friends don't let friends drive drunk. Traders don't let traders counter trend trade, right? That's the approach. Anyways, the key points I hope you guys got. Momentum, trend, all those things is where the money is at, right? Every other bullshit idea of trying to counter trend, get cute, get safe, you basically get bitch slapped into stops. We'll see if I can survive this this NASDAQ. Probably not, which means I'm gonna have to regroup and find some trend trades a little bit later today to try to recover this account back up to 101,000. But a couple of points I want to make. Trend works well. Add to trend when it's working well. Trade small so that when you make idiotic mistakes, it's not going to hurt you and give you a chance to recover. Those are three things that are universal. Whether we did we did very, very well with the trades early today, not so well with the trades afterwards. But the techniques is what really is the thing that I want to show you. Because again, as I said, I always say this in New York: it doesn't matter how I trade; it only matters how you use my techniques to trade yourselves. So if you stayed with trend, stayed with momentum dots, you killed it. Hopefully you did. Well, let's see how the poll goes. Where's my poll? Oh, I can't find my poll now. Huh? Oh, wait. Here's the poll. Okay, so 50% of you are scalpers, 40% of you are day traders, only 10% are swing traders. That makes sense. So for 50% of the group, this is really good techniques. These are all really good techniques for you guys, right? Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Scalp for life. Oh, I love that, Doc. I'm gonna make a T-shirt that says "Scalp for life." I think we need to. I think we definitely need to do that. Oh, I love that. I'm stealing that from you. Thank you, my friend. Scalp for life. All right, guys. I got to run because it's getting late over here. I got to put my daughter to bed. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the week. We're back to trading tomorrow. We got non-farm payrolls on Friday live. So come hang out with me. You're going to get to see Kathy trade too. So there's a lot of stuff coming up in the next couple of days. Hopefully you guys really enjoy it. And I hope you guys to see you then. Everybody have a great day. Again, I'll leave you with my friends from MakeCap who are awesome. And if you want any of this stuff, any of these tools, any of the indicators, all of that, yours totally for free. Okay. Everybody have a wonderful night. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Take care.